Hey guys, welcome back to another video here on Toned In Entertainment, where we love pop culture. Today, it's time for another comic book review. Now this week here on the channel, I'm reviewing 7 comics. So after this video, there's a link to my playlist of all my comic book reviews. Definitely check out some of the ones that came out this week. There's some really great issues, but on to the one that you guys are definitely interested about, and that's why you came for, and that's DC's Dark Knight's Death Metal Guidebook. Now, I've really been enjoying the Dark Knight's Death Metal series, especially issue 3 that was released last week. I gave it a 9 out of 10. Now, honestly, when I see Guidebook, I usually think just a cheap cash-in, especially at a $5.99 price point, but thankfully, that is not the case. And to be perfectly honest, if I didn't have this series book reserved at my shop, I probably would have passed on it, and that would have been a big mistake. There's actually a total of 5 short stories here in this issue. There's an Aquaman and Batman story here that are pretty good, a combined Poison Ivy and Wonder Woman story that I found pretty interesting that leads to a storyline called Seeds of Hope, and there's also a really funny Harley Quinn story where she's trapped in the desert and will have to deal with mutants and a foe twice her size called Boomerang. But by far the shining star in this book is the main story, The Fall of Earth. Not only is there some really great backstory here of the many Batmans we've been introduced to, but there's also some really great insight on how the Batman Who Laughs has really shaped reality to fit his vision. The 3rd issue of Death Metal concluded with Lex Luthor getting ready to jump into the party, and here there's not only a tease of what him and Lobo are planning, but that Lex is getting ready to put the band back together, and this story will be continued in Justice League issue number 53. Now, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give this guidebook an 8 out of 10. If you were on the fence about picking this issue up, I'd highly recommend it, especially if you're following along with the current Death Metal series. Now, did you guys pick up the guidebook, or did you pass on it thinking it was a cheap cash-in? Guys, I can tell you, it's not a cheap cash-in, and the main story was jaw-dropping and just awesome and got me excited for Death Metal. So if you're following along with the series, it's a definite must pick up. Alright guys, if you like comic book reviews like this, make sure you subscribe here to Toned In Entertainment for future videos.
Subscribe to the channel. Do it. Go now. Do it now.